So just sitting with your legs crossed, and then bring your hands to the front of your knees, and you're going to arch your back. So it's like doing cat-cow, but seated. So first you start with, turns that noise. So you feel you're rounding through the back, rocking back through the pelvis, pulling with the arms. And then the other way, tilt the hips forward, lift the chest, arching the back. So just a few times like that, but use the arms particularly on the arching, the cow version, rounding of the back. Pull with the arms. Okay, and then come to sit off your block. And lie back. You're going to cross the legs and then take hold of the outside of your ankles. You might feel here that it's too tight, you can't actually lie back, and then you could prop your head on your towel roll or the block if you need to keep your head up. But you're pulling the heels out and down. So you should feel that intense stretch through the hip of the top leg. And then release the feet, uncross, cross the other one, bend the knees, and again take the outside edge of the feet. And then release the feet, uncross. Hold on to your knees. You can cross your ankles or hold the back of the thighs, whichever you want to do, because we're going to rock forwards and back 3 times and trying to really get all the way from the base of the spine up to the shoulders. So use your core and legs. Oh, I love that. Don't know if you can hear it on the headphones. It goes click, click, click all the way up my back. And then taking the tops of the feet, drawing them under you, rolling over your feet. Come back to tabletop and lift up into down dog. And here we're going to slowly paddle the heels, stretching through the calves. And then start to roll the knees across under you. So you're twisting through the spine. And then settling back into down dog. Lift the right leg, 3-legged dog. So right leg goes straight up and back. Slight internal rotation. So the knee and the top of the foot are pointing down. And then lower the left heel to the mat. Lift that back leg as high as you can. Squeeze muscle to bone. And then bend the knee. Right knee bends. Roll the knee up to the ceiling, drawing the foot down behind you, looking under the right armpit. So you're stacking the hips, but keep drawing the left heel down. And then exhale, bring the knee back round, come back into down dog. So make sure your hands are placed well. Have a glance forward, index finger pointing forward. All the finger knuckles, finger pads pressing down. Next inhale, lift the left leg up. And you're not rolling the hip out yet. You're just lifting the leg straight up and back. Lower the right heel. Really push the floor away with the palms. Activating the hip flexor. And then bend the left knee. Roll that knee up to the ceiling. Stack the hips. Draw the right heel down. Inhaling, roll the left knee back down. Exhale, come back into down dog. And then walk your feet towards your hands and slowly come to stand. We're going to do one round of Surya Namaskar A, Sun Salute A, and Surya Namaskar B. Standing in mountain, take a breath here. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, look up. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga, low press up. And then inhaling to up dog or cobra. Exhale to down dog. Take 3 breaths. So fine tuning your dog as you're here, almost rolling the upper arms out, feeling that spread in the shoulder blades. Then inhale to come forward to Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, hands up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale to chair pose, Surya Namaskar B. Gaze between the thumbs. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga, low press up. And then inhaling to cobra or up dog. Exhaling to down dog. Inhale, right leg lifts to warrior 1. Bring the right foot between your hands, feet hip distance apart. Drop the left heel down. Come up with bent front knee, internal rotation of the back thigh, driving through that back heel. Bring the arms up. Look up, so add the back bend. Squeeze the glutes. Exhale, palms down, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Left foot between your hands for warrior 1, left side. Exhale, palms down, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take 3 breaths. Inhaling to come forward to Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold. Bend your knees. Inhale to chair pose, Utkatasana. Then squeeze your thighs to stand, palms to touch. Exhale, hands to heart. Standing mountain for 2 breaths. Then inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. This time we're lunging. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Then bend your knees, fingertips down. Take the right foot back, the runner's lunge. So left knee over left ankle, reach the chest forward. Push through the back heel. Sink the hips. Then right palm down. Keep that length from back heel through the crown of the head. Draw the navel in. Revolve to lift the left arm up. So you're really turning from the navel, drawing the right ribs towards the thigh. And then exhale, bring your palms down. Step left foot back to down dog. Inhale, right leg lifts, bring the right foot between your hands. Runner's lunge. So feeling that as if you're about to launch off, so the whole body is toned. Draw the shoulders away from your ears. Yes, ears, eels, and connect the shoulder blades to the back body as you sink your hips. Then placing the left palm down, inhale, draw the navel in, revolve left ribs towards the inner thigh, and use the hands, press down through the bottom hand, reach up through the fingertips on the top hand, broadening through the front of the chest. Exhale, palms down, step back to down dog. Inhale, left leg lifts, bring the left foot between your hands. Runner's lunge briefly to align and sink the hips, then drop the right knee behind the hip. You can flatten the foot or keep the toes tucked under, but start as you draw up into low lunge, you're going to draw the navel in, start to lift the chest, bring the arms up and sink your hips. Reach the fingertips up and then drawing an arc with your nose, leaning back. So really squeezing that right glute in particular as you lean back. And then exhale, bring your hands down below your hips, tuck the right toes under, take your hips back and wiggle the left foot forward. So you have a straight front leg and then press through the heel, flex the toes up. So drawing the left toes back towards the shin. If you need a bit of height, you can bring your hands to the block on the inside of your front leg, but you're digging the heel in, drawing the hips back. So we're not actually sitting down. We're trying to keep the hips above the right knee or level with the right knee. Dig the left heel in, lift your chest and draw the navel in, reach your chest towards the front foot. You can fold a little more if you can. So this is hamstring all through the hip. It's a great runner's stretch, half a split, Ardha Hanuman, half monkey. Left foot down, bring your palms forward, right toes are tucked under, step back to down dog. Take a moment here. Then inhale, right leg lifts, bring the right foot between your hands. Briefly, runner's lunge. Slide shoulder blades down your back, reach the chest forward, then drop the left knee down. Squeeze the inner thighs towards each other, towards the midline, reaching up. And then lifting the chest, leaning back. So not just having chest over hips and then suddenly throwing your head back. It's like drawing an arc up from your navel. And then exhale, bring your hands down behind the front foot, tuck the left toes under, come into Ardha Hanuman, half split, so wiggle that front foot forward, straighten the leg, take the hips back slightly and then flex at the right ankle. Draw the navel in, lift your chest, lead with your chin for a moment. You're hugging even the upper arms towards each other. That drawing in and then drawing the hips back slightly, but keeping them over your back knee. You can fold deeper if you can. It's intensifying that stretch. And then inhaling, lifting up, place the sole of the right foot down, bring your hands forward, step back to down dog. couple of breaths here. Then inhale, left leg lifts. Bring the left foot to the outside of the left hand. So hands are under shoulders. You're lifting through the back knee, but push through the back heel, reach your chest forward. This is lizard pose. So if you need to drop the back knee and flatten the foot, you can do that. That's the modified version. But if you can, you're going to keep the back leg lifted, press through the palms, and now you're going to turn the ball of the left foot off the mat and let the knee track in that direction. So you'll automatically want to lift your hips up, but we want to keep the hips sinking down, reach the chest forward, and then roll onto the outside edge of that front foot. So the thigh is rolling away from you. So this kind of action, opening through the hip. Keep the chest leading forward, draw the chin down. And then if it feels good, you can come lower, otherwise stay there. And lower can be part way down to bring your forearms onto the block. You can even, if you can come all the way down, forearms down, but only come all this way down if you can get the left forearm down, because that inside arm, if you haven't got enough rotation to bring the chest level with the mat, it'll be difficult to get that arm down, so come a bit higher. Okay, palms down, inhale, lift up, left leg behind you, and then come back into down dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Rock forward into plank, right foot to the outside of the right hand. So same thing, flip sides. Lizard. Turn the ball of the right foot off the mat. Knees are tracking in that same direction over the middle toes, and then turning if you can, even if you can't lift the sole of the foot off the mat, have that intention to turn the thigh out. Press down through the palms and lean forward slightly. Squeeze the thigh muscles in the back leg. Drop the back knee if you need to, and start to come lower. Fantastic hip opener. When you're in a pose that you feel is taking you to your edge, you're feeling like you're starting to shorten your breath, come back out of it slightly, which will be to modify. So either drop the back knee, come up a little higher, but use your breath. Steady the breath, bring it in deep, and let it out slow. Okay, and then roll the right foot back down, step back to down dog. And then we're going to ripple forward twice into plank. So come up onto your toes, curling through the upper back as if you were doing that. Let the head come up last, roll forward until the shoulders are over the wrists, and then coming into plank. Squeeze the forearms and the shins towards each other. Head comes up, and then the reverse, lower the head, start to lift the hips, and then lowering the heels into down dog. One more. To really feel the articulation of the spine. As you're lifting up, start to draw the navel in, puffing out between the shoulder blades, rolling into plank, head comes up, and then reverse, round through the shoulders, draw the navel in, hips turn up, lowering the heels. And then drop your knees and come to sit. And just for a moment here, we'll do a little twist. So inhale, press down through your sitting bones, lift up through the crown of your head. And then you're going to bring your arms up And exhale to the left. So the left hand goes behind you, the right hand is on the outside of the left thigh, lifting up, draw the navel in, exhale, revolve. So not just swinging the shoulders, you're turning from the navel, turn the head, drop the shoulder away from the ear. And then bringing the arms back up on the next inhale, turn to the other side. Exhale, so use the pull on the thigh to help revolve. And then arms up, inhale, come back to center, palms to touch. Exhale, just release your hands to your thighs, close your eyes, sit nice and tall. Inhaling deeply, exhaling completely. Bring your palms together at your heart center, lowering your head and opening your eyes. Namaste, friends.